introduce you to Vaibhav Srivastav, who is General Manager Payments at Paytm, and Amit Verma, General Manager Payments at Paytm. Welcome, Amit and Vaibhav.
Hi.
And
Thank you, sir.
e-commerce is obviously a big opportunity these days, and especially after COVID, most people are not able to run offline businesses due to the social distancing norm. And I'm getting a lot of phones even from my relatives who were running shops in Chandni Chowk area in Delhi, or people who were running small mom and pop shops. How we can go online and sell our stuff. So today, Vaibhav and Amit would be telling all of you about the online payment experience for e-commerce. And basically, Paytm being a payments company, we offer a lot of services which can help our e-commerce business, as well as we have a lot of integrations which are there off the shelf, which you can use. So you don't have to have technical knowledge for using Paytm payment gateway for your e-commerce business. So with that, I would like to ask Vaibhav to start the presentation, and the format will be that Vaibhav will be taking a presentation, and then I will be asking a few questions from Vaibhav and Amit, and then from there on we will shift to the audience questions and answers.
Sure, Saurabh. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the introduction. So basically, the presentation which I want to walk through is something which I would project here, so that everybody has a grip, and then we can proceed with the structure as presented. So this is like, I hope the screen is visible.
Yeah, can you make it full screen?
Yeah. Yeah, is this visible now?
Yes.
So basically, today what me and Amit would try to do is try to help you guys with understanding whether what would be the optimal experience for an e-commerce company who is just starting or has already started, but is nurturing well to a growth plan. So essentially what we will try to cover here is the attributes of a good payment solution. What is a good payment solution and what are the attributes for the same? What are the Paytm PG solution which we provide for e-commerce, specifically the vertical? And what is the recommendation based on the merchant requirement? And at the end, basically, we will tell you whether what are the merchant dashboard capabilities do we present as a package deal when you take a Paytm PG solution from us. So this is how the PPT is structured. And essentially, the first topic is what is a good payment solution? In that, essentially, a good payment solution is something which serves four purposes. First is, and I think it is foremost for most of the startups, that the ease of integration should be huge. Meaning, if a small startup is attempting to integrate a solution, they should not face hurdles while integrating it. And also, since the human resource involved is limited, then essentially the kind of time and investment which goes into an integration should be minimal, so that the payment can be taken straight away as soon as the integration is complete and the integration is smooth for the payment collection. The second is basically the whichever solution that you opt for should have all the capabilities that you are looking at. So for example, if the e-commerce player is in a marketplace model, there should be split settlement capabilities. There should be capability for merchant to create offers on themselves and then run those. There should be capability for merchant to actually track various orders, what happened with various payments and everything. So that is the second one. The third one is, whichever platform the merchant is using, whichever language the merchant is using, the payment solution that is on offer should suffice that. So it should not be a case that if a startup has made its app on, say, Flutter, the service provider is not able to provide it as one of the solutions. So everything should be supported and should go as per what merchant need is at that point in time. uh, Fourth one is merchant's ability to view and analyze transactions across the various orders that are being placed on the merchant website by a consumer. So these are the four core capabilities that a PG should give as a package deal to the merchant, so that merchant is satisfied, consumer is satisfied, and merchant is able to see the growth with which they are heading towards to achieve their aims. Uh, what are the PG solutions specific to e-commerce that Paytm provides? Essentially, in that, uh, what we propose is uh, kind of three branch solution. So first branch is the branch where the merchant tells us that they want to own the payment experience, meaning a startup wants to build the payment experience where they own the payment screen. They know whether what kind of instruments will be displayed for a consumer for a particular order, for all or for all orders. And essentially, once the consumer select one of the payment option, then the journey is entirely controlled by the merchant and not the payment service provider, which in this case is Paytm. So in those kind of cases, essentially merchant should integrate our Paytm custom checkout solution, which is nothing but a set of APIs which will help you get the right instrument for your merchant, for your merchant configuration, and then show the same on your app or on the web. So as an example, essentially, if you see, um, if you are a food tech merchant and you want to derive your own payment screen, we will help you with a set of APIs, so that you can do that by showing Paytm saved instrument on your screen, as well as asking the user to enter new credential and pay through them. So essentially here the flow would be like this, where the first screen will denote the order details and what user is actually trying to purchase, and the second screen shows your own screen which you have built based on your own logic and your own intuitiveness based on what you have seen the customer journey as, and then allow you to transact using this journey. So here basically payment service provider or Paytm, uh, Paytm's attribute is only limited to giving you a set of APIs which will help you build the screen and process payment using those APIs at the backend, and everything on the front end will be shown as you want to the consumer as you build on the layer of your app or the web. The second solution which we have is the case where the e-commerce player does not want to own the payment experience because of the fact that they have limited bandwidth and do not want to invest on building payment screens, or they rely on the payment service providers experience of building payment screens for so long. So they know that the payment service provider will give the right experience to the consumer, and hence leverage their experience to give the control to the payment service provider, which is Paytm in this case. So essentially what happens here, if the merchant does not want to own the payment experience, what happens is, once the user has confirmed on merchant website, say for example, whether what exactly do they want to buy. Here in this case it is a bag and watch. Once they have confirmed whether what they want to buy, they can just click place order, and then basically what we will do is we will invoke our hosted page. And how we will do it? We will do it using our JS checkout solution. Our JS checkout solution is a JavaScript based solution in which merchant uh, is given a capability to consume a predefined script, JavaScript, which they can imbibe in their code, using which they will give a experience to consumer where a screen comes on the top of their own website, and hence the consumer does not get the feeling of going out of merchant atmosphere. So the payment screen opens on the top of merchant website, and the user can see all the saved instrument and can also log in into the Paytm account to see the saved instrument at Paytm level to transact smoothly. So here essentially merchant will have all the capabilities, whether it is offer related capabilities, whether it is saved card related capabilities. Everything will be offered in a single piece of integration, where merchant has to do only two things. One, he has to imbibe the JavaScript code, and the second is he has to integrate one server API, and he's through in terms of completing this solution. So any kind of merchant who is prevalent on the web should use JS Checkout as the solution to integrate, which is a very simple integration, and we have observed that it is completed within 4 hours of merchant's time if there is a dedicated resource, and you will be up and running to complete the payment integration and allow the consumer to transact post that. So this is the preferred solution for a merchant who does not want to build payment experience and want to run their own website primarily. In the same manner, if the merchant is more prevalent on app, and they don't want to own the payment experience and rely on Paytm to complete the payment experience, we have Paytm app invoke as a solution, which could be integrated, whereby if the first screen is the merchant screen where I have picked a item of worth rupees 500, once you click on pay, Paytm app will be invoked on the top of merchant app, so that it gives an impression that that user is within merchant's atmosphere itself, and then can complete the transaction using the saved instruments that the user has saved at Paytm level on the phone that the user is using. So if Vaibhav is using Paytm app, and merchant ABC has an app as well, once Vaibhav clicks on pay, his Paytm app on the phone will be invoked in this express checkout format as a bottom sheet, and Vaibhav can complete the transaction using any of the saved instrument. He can also see rest of the instrument by clicking use other payment options and complete the payment. Once the payment is completed, the merchant will get the control back and can show the confirmation page to the customer. Here also the core base, which is simplicity of integration, is maintained, and hence this is the most valid solution for a merchant who does not want to own the payment experience, yet has huge transaction volume on the app side. So this is the solution which you need to go to if you have app first approach in terms of your merchant proposition. Third case is the case where you have used a platform like Shopify or Magento in order to build your own website on the top of these platforms, where you have drag and dropped your items on the top of these existing platforms. There essentially we are pre-integrated. So say for example in Shopify, we are pre-integrated as a payment service provider, and hence when you use Shopify as a website platform to build your entire customer journey, essentially on payment side, essentially you can choose Paytm as one of the options, and actually then your customer will be able to see straight away Paytm as an option, and once they click on pay, they actually will redirect to a page like this as shown here, and the consumer can then essentially transact using the QR code by scanning through Paytm app or any third-party app, third-party UPI app. So any of the app which scans this QR code will be able to complete the journey. On Paytm app, a user will be able to see all the options enabled on merchant, whether it is credit card, debit card, whatever is the configuration, user will be able to see. On any UPI app, say for example ICICI app, if you scan the QR code using the ICICI app, you can complete the payment using the UPI transaction journey. And basically once you complete it on the app, this page will redirect you back to the merchant website and will show you the payment confirmation. So this is the pre-integrated solution. You just need to opt for Paytm PG while you are onboarding on Shopify or any other similar platforms. We as a clubbed solution, we give a merchant dashboard to each and every merchant that is onboarded on Paytm PG. And with that dashboard, you will get a capability to see all the analytical level details that you want to, like as shown here. And you will be able to see whether what is the volume of transaction, what is the count of transaction, what is the number of transaction done through a particular instrument like credit card, debit card, UPI. You can analyze the success rate of each of these instruments. And also on the top of that, if you want to configure an offer, you can do a configuration of offers and many other things that you can play around. You can also even respond to the chargebacks raised against the merchant by going through this dashboard. So the whole life of merchant becomes simple by integrating only one solution at Paytm level, and rest is taken care by Paytm. So this is the entire information that we want to present in a concise manner as in terms of offering that we do for an e-commerce player. And we are open for questions if any from anybody in the audience.
Yes, so thanks, Vaibhav. So I will ask you a few questions and then we will open it for the audience question and answer. Audience, you can ask us questions on Q&A panel or the chat panel. So my first question is that, see, if I'm a small merchant and what should be my payment integration strategy for the long run? So should I start small and as the business scales up, I should have I should switch to other integrations, or should I directly create a website and integrate Paytm on the API level to start with?
Thanks, Saurabh, for the question. Basically, if you're a small startup and you are trying to sell something, the ideal condition would be that you start using your own website, because there you can actually build the kind of experience that you want to build in terms of.
Just once, can you stop the sharing of screen? We can
Yeah,
have
sure.
full photos. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, as a startup, you should build your own website, which could be responsive website, so that you can project the items that you want to sell in the best manner as per your understanding. And in that particular case, you should start with an integration which is very simple to go ahead with and still gives you all kind of capabilities, which is the solution by the name of JS Checkout at Paytm. So you can integrate that solution pretty easily by just imbibing the pre-built code that Paytm gives you based on the thematic customization that you do on our merchant dashboard. And you can start accepting payments as you grow big as well. JS Checkout will be able to sustain the payment experience, as well as give you the benefit of customizing the UI and UX to a huge extent, so that at least for the next 3 years, you are okay with the hosted page kind of a solution that we are giving you, because you are getting customization, as well as each and every payment instrument that will come into being will be automatically enabled on your website if you want to avail for the same. So that is the strategy you should follow.
Okay, so I will like to now ask a question from Amit. So Amit, does
Yeah.
Paytm support third-party plugins? Like, so there are some plugins on various CMSs. So can we use those?
Yeah. So So Paytm supports almost all of the third party plugins like the Magento, OpenCart, WordPress, CS Cart, Uber Cart, and all.
Okay. And does Paytm support integration with mobile apps? So if I have a mobile app, so because many e-commerce providers want to have their own mobile apps,
Yeah.
especially because they are competing with people like Amazon. So
Mhm.
if they have a mobile app, can they integrate Paytm within the mobile app, or would people have to like go to the Paytm app to pay money?
So we have both kind of solutions that are available. Uh, uh, so if you are a small merchant, then you can invoke the Paytm app as well from your app. It gives the additional advantage of the higher success rate and the usage of the payment modes like the UPI codes that are only available on the Paytm app. And we also have a JS checkout and a standard redirection flow that can also be integrated by the merchant.
Okay. And can you both tell a little bit more about the JS checkout, because many people know that there are server-side integrations and APIs in all the payment providers, but JS
Mhm.
checkout I think is something new which has come I think
Yeah.
this year only. So if you can tell a little bit about JS checkout and why is it very useful for the e-commerce provider?
JS Checkout is a solution which is very useful for e-commerce or for that matter any kind of a vertical uh, because of the fact that it gives a very easy to integrate uh, uh, kind of a experience to the merchant, whereby essentially if you are a merchant and you want the payment journey to be like this, where button should be color in blue, font should be in gray, header should be in yellow, but you don't want to build all these kind of stuff at your level because of bandwidth issue or whatever may be the case. You can still do all these kind of customization by going on to our merchant dashboard, and you can choose all the colors and attributes that you want on the payment screen, and essentially at the same time uh, do an integration which is integrated within a span of a couple of hours. So, and why would I say that it can be integrated in couple of hours? Because of the fact that it does not involve anything much. It actually works on a very clear fundamental that a JavaScript will be given based on what theme that you choose, and essentially apart from that it will have a couple of server APIs, and you can test them within hours of time. And we have, as I said, we have seen historically that merchants are able to complete the integration within 4 hours of time. And hence, for a merchant who is starting up, or a merchant who has been in the business for a year or two, it is each and every minute of the business actually has an expense, and hence we don't want you to invest a lot of time in integrating a very long uh, solution. And hence you should integrate JS Checkout, because it is very simple to integrate and yet gives all kind of features that you want in a payment solution, and
Okay.
it works on both web and app.
So say I'm a e-commerce provider and I have a WordPress site. And so are there plugins like Magento and WooCommerce, etc., which I can use with Paytm, or like is that not possible?
If you are a merchant and you have built your website on WordPress, you can use Paytm plugin to enable payment as smooth as butter. So essentially, you don't have to do much if you have built your website on a renowned platform. Most of the renowned platforms are supported by us either through plugin or through a standard predefined integration with platforms like Shopify.
Okay. And can you tell a little bit about Magento and WooCommerce also?
They also come in the same league. So Magento or WooCommerce, essentially help or enable in building website, and Paytm gives a ready plugin to the merchant, so that Paytm payments can be enabled on the website that the merchant has built on WooCommerce, or for that matter any renowned website. So we have plugins for all, and there are certain platforms where we are pre-integrated, so you don't even need to integrate the plugin.
So there is a question by Ankit Singhal, who is asking that why should I integrate with Paytm? I think this is a very good question. Why should I integrate with Paytm? What is the advantage over the other payment gateway providers?
Uh, um, so Ankit, you should integrate with Paytm because Paytm, as the name suggests, has been into the business for very long time, and we know the psyche of a consumer when it does a payment, and also with that kind of a data in hand, we have derived all the flows, ensuring that once you integrate Paytm, those kind of data inputs are actually amalgamated in the solution that we give to you. So eventually, when you integrate a solution from us versus others, essentially we will give you the insights, meaning we will give you a solution which has an insightful input from all the data that we have gathered over the years. And as you know, we are the largest processor of transaction as a app, and hence we know whether what exactly is liked by the consumer and what is not, and what it takes to process the payment in the least number of steps, and in the most smooth manner, maintaining the success rate, which none of the other providers, say for example in Paytm app invoke case, we are the only service providers who would be able to give you a solution whereby on your merchant app you can invoke Paytm app and complete the transaction, which will help you as a merchant, because there is a huge lot of trust which has already been made at a consumer level when they are using Paytm. So when you invoke Paytm app from your merchant app to complete a payment, you already get the trust from the consumer to complete the transaction, and the smoothness of the transaction would be similar to that of a Paytm app as well. So this kind of a solution will not be provided by any service provider in this industry in India, and hence you should integrate with Paytm.
So I would just like to stop 1 minute and tell about the Paytm payment gateway plan, which as part of Build for India we give free of cost. So this is a Paytm Build for India plan for startups. So Paytm generally charges around 2% on average, and there are specific charges depending upon the payment instrument. So sometimes it is less than 2% also. So, but as part of Paytm Build for India plan, we don't charge any commission. So zero commission for first 1 lakh rupees of transaction value for first 12 months. So a very good plan. In general, you will be able to save around, if you use the plan fully, you will save 24,000 rupees as commission in the first year on 12 lakh rupees of transaction value, basically 1 lakh rupees of transaction value a month. So for this, we just need three things: the name of the startup or the organization, the contact person details, and the URL of the website of the app. And I will just share my email address on chat. All of you, if you are interested in this, you can share the details with me. So my email address is saurabh3.jain at paytm.com. Saurabh3.jain at paytm.com. Saurabh spelling is SAURABH. 3.jain at paytm.com. I require three things: name of startup, the URL, and the contact person, basically email and phone number and name. So if anybody is interested, you can send me all the details and I would be happy to provide you the free payment gateway. So with that, I would like to come back to Vaibhav. So there and I would also want Amit, if you can answer this question, and then Vaibhav can answer.
Sure.
So how is the charging mechanism of Paytm? Is it transaction based or volume based?
So the charging mechanism is based on the payment mode and the amount of the transaction that were used. So it kind of depends upon the card scheme. Like for For example, for the UPI, it is 0 right now. Um, um, and means depending upon the plan and the organization side, the MDR charges are kind of negotiable with the merchants.
Okay. And Weber, would you like to add something?
So basically, how do we charge merchant is like this, that depending on what merchant has opted for. So we give entire provision to the merchant so that they can accept credit card, debit card, UPI, net banking, Paytm, payments bank, Paytm wallet, and Paytm merchant GV. So essentially, whatever merchant has consumed, say for example, there is a website abc.com which plans to only have credit card, debit card, UPI as the option on payment page. Then essentially the commercials are decided in this manner, whereby each transaction will result in an MDR, which is a fraction of the transaction value. So if 100 is the transaction amount, then essentially MDR would be say 1%. Just an example. MDR can be X percent, which could be 1%, 1.5%, 2%, depending upon the instrument that is being used. And as Amit said, the negotiation that has happened between the account manager and the merchant. If there is no account manager, then there is a default rate that is given to the merchant based on the best commercial value that we can fetch from the bank, and that is levied to a merchant based on the source, the payment instrument that a consumer is using. We also have a capability to pass on this charge to the consumer, which is known as convenience fees. So a merchant can refrain from taking the MDR and can ask us to pass this charge to the consumer, and we can also help the merchant in doing so, where the transactional charge which is attributed to a transaction value will be passed on to the consumer so that they bear it and the transaction is completed. So that is how it is done.
Okay, so some Mayank is asking that. I will just summarize the question. So he is basically asking that Paytm. He wants to know about the international payment support from Paytm, and he has this specific question that do we accept cards except for Mastercard and Visa also, because internationally people have some other kinds of cards. And so can you tell a little bit about how to get international payments through Paytm?
So basically for international payments, we have a long charter with us, but at this point in time as well, we do support international payments, whereby any person who is outside India can still transact using Mastercard or Visa, and other networks, so that they can transact. Uh, the full-fledged support of international payments with regards to giving both side of capabilities is still under process. Meaning, um, any consumer which is sitting outside India and wants to pay for a product which is being being sold by an Indian merchant is still there, and you can use any kind of payment network to process that transaction. But if you are outside India, meaning if you are a merchant which is based outside India, and you allow your consumer to transact using the instruments that are being processed through payment through Paytm, we are still allowing that, but we have not distributed it to a large set of merchants, but we are still running that with few merchants. So in summary, if you see, we are very much prevalent in the case where a merchant is domestic and consumer is international. But on the other side, where merchant is international and consumer is irrespective, then that particular area is still we are grabbing on, and we are enabling merchants and we will soon make it transparent to the merchant whether how can they accept payment as an international merchant from consumer, irrespective of the consumer being international or domestic.
Okay, so I would like to have another question on this. So, say, I want to focus on the domestic merchants because I think most of the audience would be domestic merchant. So, as a domestic merchant, how many countries do we support, or is there any formality? Do we have to write to Paytm or click something to accept international payments, or is it by default enabled?
So from Paytm perspective, essentially, if you want to enable international payments, there are a specific PGs which help us process those transactions as we are payment gateway aggregators. And in order to enable international transaction on your MID level, you will have to, as a merchant, you will have to get in touch with the CAM or the support team to enable international payments on your MID so that we can enable the payment service or the PG which actually supports processing of international transactions, and hence it can be done. So either you go to the CAM or you place a request to the merchant support.
Okay. So there is another follow-up question by someone else on this topic. So Prabhat Chaudhary is asking, so does Paytm support international payments in the custom native currency? Or so basically, I think the question is that say if I am in Africa, so would I be paying in my native currency or would it be paid in US dollars? So I think one question is that. And then second, he is asking if yes, then what is the average success rate for such payments? And is split payments also supported in international payments?
Okay. So answering one by one, essentially, uh, so the user can pay in the local currency as well. We are in a process of rolling out dynamic currency converter as well on our platform. It is not yet live, but DCC will soon be live on our platform where you can also view the amount in your currency, whether what is the amount that will be charged in your currency on the interface of merchant or our interface. So that is under process and we will soon be live. But as a consumer, you can pay in most of the currencies, and the settlement, since the merchant is domestic, the settlement will always happen in INR to the merchant. If that was the question, then the answer is the settlement will always happen in INR for the domestic merchant. The transaction will be processed based on the currency conversion rate
Right
at
now,
that
which
point.
currencies do we support?
Amit, do you have the list ready, or we can take this?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think we can take it offline because I do not have the list ready at this point.
Saurabh, this question, the list of currencies that we support, we can provide it offline
Yeah.
as a file if that is the interest.
So and is split payment supported in international transactions?
Uh,
Yes, please settlement is supported.
Okay, that's good. So then we come to some other questions. So one question by an anonymous attendee is that loan EMI payments are critical to a lot of businesses. Does Paytm has something that can help the businesses with those other loan partners? So I think the question is not very clear, but basically, do we have any support for loan and EMI payments? Like I have seen a lot of credit card companies offering EMIs, and we have those kind of things in some e-commerce sites. So do we have any such solution? And in case we don't have such solution, is something in the offering?
yes, we do have a solution. So basically, if the question is this, that can the user on the merchant website using Paytm PG will be able to break the transaction into EMI and pay? Yes, we do have the capability. We have both the capabilities. That is the interest bearing EMI, where the EMI, where a certain amount, say for example 50,000, could be broken down into 6 months EMI, and user will pay interest on that to the bank, and that will be processed straight away. We have that capability. We process these EMI transaction for around 13 credit card companies. So 13 issuers we support on credit card, and 3 issuers we support for debit card. We also have 2 NBFC players like Bajaj Finserv and one more. What's the name? Amit,
Just EMI.
yeah, Zest EMI. So we support those as well. So for all these, we support interest-bearing EMIs, and essentially for Bajaj Finserv, the model in itself is based on subvention. So essentially on Bajaj Finserv, you will always get the subvention. But if at all you need EMI subvention on credit cards, we also have a product for that. So if you integrate our EMI subvention product natively or on JS Checkout, we will be able to give you subvention offering as well, based on whatever is the negotiation that you as a merchant have with the brand, or if you are ready to bear the charges of interest rate which are subvented during the process of transaction. So we have all these. And also, if the question was towards loan repayment, we also do loan repayment kind of transaction. It's just that you need to have one of the solution integrated. There will be certain restriction to loan repayment, that is, you cannot have CC for that particular option, so credit card will be disabled. Yeah, you can do a loan repayment, and there are players who already does it using Paytm solution.
Okay, so next question, which so Ankit Singhal, who had asked question earlier, has also asked 2 more questions. So
Right.
one question is about that Paytm also provides some sound device. Can you enlighten about that? So can you, Amit and Vaibhav, can you share about the Paytm Soundbox? And the second one, the question he's asking is, in COVID times, how can Paytm help in promoting my business? So I believe that we have a lot of tools for basically analyzing, as well as we have certain things which help you in promoting the e-commerce business. Can you share about them?
Amit, can you take up the Soundbox question?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Soundbox option means Soundbox solution is based on the IoT solution that we are actually developing on the Paytm side. So if you are an offline merchant, and if you do not want to, for example, check your Paytm app again and again that if you receive the money or not, you can actually buy a Soundbox from Paytm, and whenever a transaction happens on your merchant ID, then you get a sound then you get a notification on your Soundbox that you have received this much money from this phone number. So that actually gives a very convenient thing to a merchant, because he does not need to sort of check his mobile again and again, and he can focus on his main core task, that is sort of collecting the money and sort of selling the thing. So we have launched the first version of the Soundbox now, and we are coming up with some newer devices as well. I think you can go to the business.paytm website, and there you will find all the different devices that Paytm is offering now to merchants, and merchant can actually buy them and make use of them.
Okay. And Vaibhav, can you answer the other question?
So the other question is whether how can we help merchant to market their website? That was the question, right, Saurabh?
Yes, how Paytm can help in promoting the e-commerce business. Say, for example, I am a merchant and I start using Paytm Payment Gateway.
Mm-hmm.
So does Paytm help in promoting also, or is it just a payment gateway provider?
We are just a payment gateway provider. However, we can definitely help you in promoting, or I would say we can provide you the data which will help you derive the rules based on which you can promote your business. So for example, if your business is like this, whereby you get most of the transactions between say 6 to 9 p.m. and we give you an analytical trend on our merchant dashboard that most of your transactions are happening between 6 to 9, then you should actually market your market, or you should send your marketing or promotional events during other times as well, so that you can grab the attention of consumers during other times and see whether how you can actually make them transact using other time, because it seems then that only during that time most of the transactions happen. Also, if from the transactional trend, right, you get to see that that only in the starting of the month will you get some transaction, or during a phase, or during say uh, uh, a certain period, you are seeing a lag of transaction. These all data analytics will be provided through UMP, that is the merchant dashboard of Paytm, to you, and then essentially you can push your consumers to transact using offers or something like that, because your transaction or the number of transactions happening on your platform is going down. So that gives you a straight ability to do marketing at that point in time where your business is going down with regards to the number of transactions coming on. So you can derive all the data from dashboard and can make your marketing more effective for the consumers as per their behavior during a particular period of time.
So I would like to add an answer to this question. So Paytm has also started Paytm Mini program. So this is a very invite-only program right now, but intention is to give you the facility to be present on the Paytm app. Like as part of Paytm Build for India, many people ask me that, is there any way to have my site icon on the Paytm app? So in Paytm Mini programs, what we allow is that you can have your mobile website. So you can have a mobile website or a progressive web app, and then you can, using our APIs, you can integrate the icon. So with that integration, you can come live on Paytm. We charge a little bit of fee for that, but there is only a transaction fee. We don't charge any upfront fee, and you get access to 14 crore users. It's an early access program. You can just write an email to me. As I had already shared my email address, I will share it again, saurabh3.jain@paytm.com, and I can start your onboarding process for the mini app if you are eligible. And see, so many brands are live on Paytm mini app. So we have Domino's Pizza, Booking.com, etc. And you can join these brands. And as part of Paytm Build for India, we try to give options to small and medium enterprises as well as startups. So you can write to me, and we are getting a lot of startups to be added in the Paytm mini program. So you can use the Paytm payment gateway also, and you can be live on Paytm mini apps and try to get access to the 14 crore users which Paytm has every month. So I believe that Paytm is giving you both win-win for both the things. So you have a good payment gateway as well as you are having the ability to access the Paytm customers using the mini programs initiative. So with that, I would like to ask another question. Just 1 minute. So I think we have asked all the questions in the question panel. I will just check the chat panel. So somebody is asking about Paytm credit card. So the question is not very clear, but I think the question, as far as this person has asked many times, but he's asking in words. So what I can assume is that he's trying to ask that whether UPI is supported in Paytm Payment Gateway, Paytm Credit Card is supported in Paytm Payment Gateway, and what kind of card instruments are supported in Payment Gateway. Based on the words he has written, I am trying to deduce, and I'm asking this question.
Okay, answering the question. So UPI is definitely supported on Paytm Payment Gateway. You can easily enable it on any of our flows. Second question is credit card. Yeah, credit card is certainly available, and essentially you can even enable debit card on PG. So basically, once you integrate a solution, it is as easy as enabling instrument. So say for example, you have consumed our JavaScript checkout, which is the JS checkout, which I was talking about earlier, and you have not enabled UPI earlier because you were unaware of that. Then essentially what it takes to enable is just a phone call to CAM, and it will be enabled on your MID. Similarly, credit card can also be enabled on a single call to your CAM. So essentially, in terms of payment option being enabled on your MID, you can enable each and every option of each and every payment option, as long as it is regulatorily allowed. Meaning the loan repayment thing cannot have credit card as one of the options, so that is restricted. But apart from these kind of restriction, there is no restriction to enable any kind of payment mode on any MID.
Okay, and one last question. So there are no more questions. Just one last question from Dennis Davarama. So his question is that there is a free credit score option in Paytm app. So I think it's not that much related to the e-commerce theme today, but what he's asking is that what is the basis of evaluating that credit score, and are you targeting customer for that? Do you guys have a certain particular target customer for that, or is it for everyone? So is the credit score option available to everyone, or is it available to only a few? I think credit score option is available to everyone as far as I know. And how do you do? If you know, Amit or Vaibhav, you can tell. Otherwise, we can skip the question.
So Dennis, basically, this is our consumer app. Amit, you want to say something?
No, I think you can continue.
So Dennis, this is a core offering on our Paytm app, which is our consumer-facing app. It is independent of our PG business. However, the answer to your question is we have tie-up with the service providers to actually get that data for a particular consumer. So any kind of a score that you get is actually derived from the engine that we are pre-integrated with. So for example, if you are getting a CIBIL score, it will be derived through a pre-integration that we have done with a service provider, so as to give you a very easy access to your CIBIL score right on your app. However, the calculation of, or I would say the algorithm which runs behind it, is not owned by us. It is owned by the service provider which powers the number. So, but
Yeah.
in order to encourage the users to know whether what kind of credit score they have, we have made it very simple so that it is available on Paytm app and you can easily view it.
So there is a question by Vandy Wells. Can I get a recording of this session? So this session is live on Facebook page of Paytm for Business. So Paytm for Business is a sub brand of Paytm, which has a Facebook page. You can just search Paytm for Business, and our feed is live there. After the ending of the webinar, that feed gets recorded, and it automatically goes available. It becomes available to the users of that page. The other thing is that we generally record our sessions, and after a little bit of editing, we publish them on the Paytm for Business YouTube channel. So you can get the recordings at the YouTube channel as well as on the Facebook page. A last question, I think we have just 5 minutes. So a last question, this Vishnu Padash Sheet is asking, can you tell about the business account in Paytm? I believe he's asking about the business account in like merchant account. So can you tell Vaibhav what are the formalities involved in getting the merchant account for Paytm?
So Vishnu, basically, if you are asking whether how can you become a merchant on Paytm, essentially it is very simple. You just need to onboard yourself. You can do yourself basically, where you can go to our Paytm dashboard, register yourself, put in certain very basic details like PAN number, and add your account where the settlement will happen. And basically, once you have done this bit, you will be through with a minimum set of settlement value that we can offer to you. And based on based on more and more docs that you upload on the UMP dashboard, which is the merchant dashboard. We will enhance your limit in terms of the payment collection value that you can draw. So essentially, to start with, it is a very simple process. You can register yourself, put in your PAN number, put in your bank details, you are through with the minimum amount that you can collect the payment for. And then as you provide us more and more documents, we will enhance your limit and will eventually make it unlimited if you provide us that many documents.
Okay, so it was nice to have you both. One question has just been asked by Mayank. So it's not directly related to today's theme, but I will answer. So the question is, will blockchain be supported on Paytm as is future of payments if allowed by regulators? So see, I have two things on this question. So one is that obviously as a technically advanced company, we always want to have a lot of technology which is helpful to the customer. So for example, we use a lot of AI in the backend to reduce frauds, etc. In fact, our AI technology is so superior that we have licensed that to Yahoo Japan as part of PayPay, our joint venture with Yahoo Japan. So I would say that if blockchain is useful, we would certainly like to integrate it. The other thing is blockchain is currently also allowed by regulators. It is only Bitcoin and virtual currencies which are not allowed by regulators as far as I know legally. So blockchain for logistics, etc., is allowed. I have a little bit of understanding of the blockchain technology. I would say that I don't see any use of blockchain immediately in the use cases which we generally do currently. And as far as I know, that obviously it's a regulated business, and till clear regulations don't come for the blockchain, obviously there is no utility as of now to give Bitcoin, etc., through Paytm platform. But I believe that blockchain would be there in many use cases in future in the long run. As of now, I feel that right now, whatever we are giving is not using blockchain. Vaibhav and Amit, if you want, you can add that is blockchain using blockchain or some virtual currency in the pipeline.
So as of now, there is no virtual or blockchain kind of a capability in the roadmap. Reason being that from regulatory perspective as well, there is no clear guideline. Once we have a very clear mandate from the government, whether what exactly is okay in terms of norm, we will definitely have it to enable certain of our modules based on whatever regulatory guidance is given to us. So in short, as soon as the regulatory guidance comes out really clear, we will think of building something up in terms of blockchain. But as of now, we don't have anything on the roadmap level for blockchain or any other similar thing.
So we have reached the end of the session. I learned a lot from Vaibhav and Amit. And I believe that future is e-commerce. Just to share one small story before ending. So 2 months ago, my father-in-law called me. So he runs a showroom in Delhi. And he called me, he said, अब तो कोरोना आया हुआ है and obviously दुकान खोलने में मुश्किल हो रही है. तो आप पेटीएम में हो सीनियर पोजीशन पे, आप मेरे को रिकमेंड करो हाउ आई कैन बिकम ऑनलाइन शॉप. एंड ही सेल साड़ीज एंड ड्रेस मटेरियल एक्सेट्रा. तो आई वाज आल्सो क्यूरियस. मैंने कहा साड़ी ऑनलाइन कैसे बिकेगी, बिकॉज आई आस्क्ड माय वाइफ. मैंने कहा साड़ी तो आई थिंक लेडीज छू के they like it, only then they will. So then I was not that much into shopping online clothes, etc. And then my wife told that there are a lot of sites which are selling online clothes. They are giving a lot of other options. So I would say that obviously technically you can sell a lot of stuff online because you have the web hosting capabilities. You have a lot of cloud solutions. Everything is there. hosting a website nowadays is not that difficult. You can obviously have Paytm and charge people online, domestically as well as internationally. But what I would say is that there is a sea change when you start online store, because online and offline are two very different environments. So one of the big differences is that online, when you will be selling, you will be competing with hundreds of thousands of sellers from around the world. So they say, just to give you an example of my father-in-law. So my father-in-law, when he sells sarees from his showroom, so he's just competing in that market, and in that specific market, maybe there are 5 such showrooms with whom he's competing. When he becomes an online merchant, so he's competing with everyone around the country. So he's competing with merchants in Calcutta also, in Kolkata also, in Mumbai also, in Chennai also. So that is a sea change. And I would say that it's not just using a payment gateway or just building a website. You should try to learn a lot about online businesses. And as part of Build for India, we try to call speakers, internal speakers from Paytm as well as external speakers. And we also we have called speakers in the past about product management, about funding, etc. So try to uh, subscribe to the Paytm Build for India social media handles. We are available as Paytm Build for India on Facebook as well as Twitter and LinkedIn. So try to subscribe to those social media handles. You can also uh, follow Paytm Build for India on Twitter. So we have this handle Paytm Build India on Twitter. And so if you want to become an online business, follow us. And we are doing this weekly series, Build for India Knowledge series. And in every Wednesday at 4 p.m., we will be sharing details of different kinds of online businesses. So try to follow us, and we hope we have helped you today, and we hope to give you more details in the coming sessions, which we will be hosting every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. With that, Build for India. Our country needs millions of entrepreneurs like you. We want to grow India.